Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Lush Gardener. So if you remember the video on the succulent that I had rescued which had been sprayed with some fungicide, I will put up the video clip of the last time when I had mentioned. So on your right hand side you can see how it looked earlier, but on the left hand side it looks like whatever was growing on that particular succulent has come back despite whatever was being sprayed on it. You can see on the crown area there is some growth, some kind of pest which I had cleaned it last time, but it looks like it's come back even though there was something sprayed on it. So I'm going to clean it again this time, and it looks like it is definitely mealybugs, because you can see it is that net kind of a thing which usually the mealybugs tend to make their nest. So I do see that there are small little mealybugs in between this thing. You can see this. There is definitely something that is still alive. Despite spraying that insecticide, looks like it's still not dead. I don't think that insecticide or fungicide, whatever was sprayed, did any help to it apart from destroying the farina of this succulent. And this is mine that I had done the dry cleaning with the brush. You remember there were some aphids on the flower stalk, but after that brush I don't see anything has come back. It looks very fresh, but I have got some cinnamon powder, so I will still go ahead and put that as a precaution. And the other one that had some mealybugs, which again I had done a dry brush. I don't see the mealybugs again on this. A little bit of that black mold, which I will take care by sprinkling some dry cinnamon powder. So we're going to just take some cinnamon powder. I'm also going to put it on this because I don't know what was that thing that was growing. So I'm going to put a little bit on the crown area. I'm going to let this sit for another 30-35 minutes and then blow it off. I will do the same thing on this bloom as well. I'll put the dry cinnamon powder like this. Even here as well, there are no mealybugs. A little bit of that black mold, but I'll still sprinkle some cinnamon powder. This is more than enough. You don't need a lot of it. This is more than enough to loosen the mealybugs in case if there are any on the crown area. And then after 30 minutes, you can just start to blow it off. So this is all what I can do. I'm going to keep it aside for 30 minutes. I will put in some more in between the leaves. Whatever it is, it has been growing back. So this is how I tend to take care of the mealybugs. I will show you another method as well, because somebody told me that they have a lot of succulents and sprinkling cinnamon powder in each and every pot is going to be very difficult. So what I will advise you is, whenever you are doing watering, because of course you will be watering all your succulents, so what you can do is you can take a little bit of that cinnamon powder and put it in water. This would be enough. How much ever water you are using to water your succulents, you can mix all of that cinnamon powder in water. This takes a little bit of time because the dry cinnamon powder can take a lot of time for it to completely mix with water. It doesn't get dissolved, but it tends to get mixed. But I think this is one of the easier way if you can't sprinkle dry cinnamon powder individually. Anyways, we tend to water our succulents, so rather than doing the double work, you can just mix the cinnamon powder in water. Not a lot. Probably in 1 liter of water, 3 to 4 tablespoons is more than enough, because all this water is going to have that smell of cinnamon powder. Now there will be some particles that are going to float. That's absolutely okay, because that is also going to go into the soil. So I'm going to water, let me check what are the succulents that I had to water, and I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to show you the example in this because I think I had to water this. So anyways, I will add some water. So as you can see, along with your watering, you are also adding cinnamon powder. This will enter into the root area. If there is any fungus, any mealybugs, if there are any ants or any kind of insects that are hiding, they will definitely get disturbed with the smell of cinnamon powder. In this way, you are watering your succulents, at the same time you are sending in the antifungal cinnamon powder into the soil. I will be watering this pot as well. So all we have to do is just put that water into the pot, and that's about it. All of that cinnamon powder is going to enter in the root area, because that is where usually a lot of these mealybugs tend to hide, in case if there are any root mealies. Otherwise it is pretty simple to go with this method. You can see there's a little bit of it at the base that also can go into the soil. I will also water my Dr. Connell's. They are also thirsty, so in this way I tend to water my succulents. Most of the time I sprinkle it dry method, because that tends to work out really well, but at times adding it with water also helps a lot, because it can completely reach into the root area. So if you're finding it difficult to sprinkle cinnamon powder in each and every succulent, then you can mix it in water and use it while you are watering your succulents. That is also going to work out really well. Now this of course is going to take some time, as I said, around 30-35 minutes or 40 minutes, but ensure you're not doing it in direct sunlight. Try to do it in indirect bright light. And let's say that for example now the 30 minutes are completed, then I will just blow off the cinnamon powder like this. Very easy and very simple. No need of putting any water or any kind of liquid on the crown area. Remember, as I said, crown area is the most delicate part of the succulent. Now I don't know if this is going to come back or not, because I will be doing the cinnamon powder test once again, because right now I just blew it off because I wanted to show you, but I will be keeping it for a little bit longer period of time. There is something in this succulent that is making that nest on the crown area. I'll keep doing this couple of times until I don't see that nest getting formed again. And the rest of them you might have already seen. I will blow this off later on. I'm not going to do it now. With the dry method itself, the mealybugs had gone off, but I still added cinnamon powder just for precaution. The same thing with the one that had aphids. I don't see any aphids, but it's always better to just take some precaution. I will be putting these succulents into the soil because now I don't see any issue, but I will let the cinnamon powder sit on it for another 20 to 30 minutes. So guys, that's all about it. I hope that this video was helpful to you. If it was, please hit the like button, and if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe and keep propagating.